I'm losing my mind. What the hell? Am I seriously losing my mind? What the hell did I? What the? Alright. Hang on, guys. Sorry. I just am losing my mind. Hi! I suddenly cannot find my Temperance card, and it was like right here. I'm losing my mind. Wait. What in the... Alright, seriously, I'm losing my mind. Hi. I'm here. I'm here, but squirreling just a tiny, teeny little, all right, kind of a lot. Yeah. I must admit, I am a teeny tiny bit overwhelmed lately. And I'm behind. And now I'm flipping out because the whole point of why I was doing Temperance tonight is because of my little Austin's incredible, amazing, most awesome Temperance card ever. And suddenly, like, I don't know, it's disappeared. And I'm losing my mind because I just had it. So give me just a second because I feel like I'm going crazy. All right, crazy-er. What the hell? I feel like I'm going crazy. Okay, breathe, Jen. Just think for a second. Think. And try not to pass out because it's so damn hot in here all of a sudden. Why is it so hot in here?
You know, that dresser I bought when the boys were real little. And the beds came with it. And a desk. And bunk beds. They were bunk beds. And they were made really well.
She's crazy. The boys grew up. That's what happened. Why is she doing that? All right. Hi. All right. I'm just going to lose my ever-loving mind for a minute here because I'm crazy. That's it. I'm crazy. And I'm seriously going to lose my mind. Or actually, I probably have lost my mind. That's what it is. I've lost my mind, and I thought I had it. Hang on. Okay. You guys are going to give me 1 second because now I feel like I'm crazy. I'm just going to grab that stairs and grab it.
shit. That's shitty as fuck because I really wanted to see what my GTR and just have a fresh ass GTR. I love GTR.
Okay, I'm back and still crazy. I put it in a drawer for safekeeping. Oh, this is one of those things that I do sometimes because I'm a crazy person and I know that I lose stuff. So I'm quite certain that I put it somewhere so as not to lose it. And then I'm totally and absolutely going to go crazy trying to find it. I can't believe. All right, come on, Jen. This is crazy. Just going to do this. Homeworks. Hi. In the calendar. Should I put it back in the calendar? Well, that would have been the smart thing to do. But it's not there. What the hell? I am crazy. Damn it. Like, it's probably in front of me someplace. Because that's how stupid I am. I'm so upset. Like, I didn't put it in the drawer. I didn't put it in that drawer. I am insane. I am totally insane. That's it. I'm totally insane. No. 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 I am a big old jerk. That's what I am. I wanted to frame it. Now, the Fae are not at my house yet. So I can't blame the Fae. Because they're not here yet. I haven't seen any evidence of the Fae here yet. I know, don't call yourself names. I know, I get it. I know. Well, the other side of the room is technically right across from me. That's why I've been looking over there, because I feel like it should be right here. But it's not. Okay, I'm sweating to death. So, Tange, hi, sweetie. We are looking, right? Top shelf. I know. We are looking for my favorite Temperance tarot card, which is why I'm doing the Temperance card tonight, is because my little Austin made me my favorite Temperance tarot card ever. And now all of a sudden I can't find it. Which literally, I know me, that means that I put it up because I didn't want to lose it. Because I'm smart like that. And so because I put it up because I didn't want to lose it, now it's like disappeared into the ethers. I have way too many papers. That's like Frank's garbage. Okay. All right. Who is Austin? Yes, Austin is the son of Pat and Shauna. So Pat, Pat's Daily Tarot here. Pat, well, technically, I don't know. Do you call him your son, Pat? Pat's Shauna's son. Hey, when does your girlfriend go on lunch?
I don't know why.
Because we've been waiting to eat dinner for her to come and pay the rent, so we had money for dinner. I was like, really? It's 8:30 at night. She hasn't gone on lunch.
She was gonna do it on her birthday.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think she did.
Okay, it's all right. Don't worry about it now, honey. It's not a big deal. Is what it is.
We can talk about it another time. But
I know, sweetie. It's all right.
I'm not trying to talk about it right now for sure.
That's all right. Anyways, I found Band-Aids in the fridge once, right? Did you take it to work with you? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Did I leave it at work with me? Why would I take it out at work, though? I don't remember taking it out at work. But that's possible. Damn it, man. All right. Well, hello, everyone. I am losing it. Hi, Hexen, Pat, Leland, Dylan, Redrum. Hello, my little cutie Redrum. I'm so upset, though, because, like, it's the best thing ever. And I showed it off. Where did I show it up? At last Tarot Tuesday, right? So if you have not seen it, go back to last Tarot Tuesday where I opened it and was like crying because I love this card so much. My little Austin is the best thing ever created. He is just the cutest thing ever. And so he found out that my favorite tarot card was Temperance, and he made me the best Temperance card ever. I didn't put it in my purse. You told me you had it next to you for inspiration. I did. I swear I did. That's what I mean. The Fae are not around in my house yet. So I don't understand what could have happened at all. And I'm really upset. Tange, it's so good to see you, honey, on here. I have to say, we really all missed you. I found cannabis in my study once. No idea where it came from. I don't smoke it or have anyone come around the house that no idea where it came from. Well, right? Check under the fridge. It will show up. I know it will, but I'm so upset. I wanted to show you all. It's like, yeah, it is more precious than any card I can show tonight. Exactly. Exactly. I had it last night. See? So where the hell could it be? Hi, Kawhi. Welcome. Yeah, I had it last night and I was sitting across from where I'm sitting right now. And bam, suddenly it's like gone. That's just the weirdest thing. that to me speaks of the Fae. I have not seen evidence of them in my house. I did not think that my house was around. I mean, my Fae were around my house right now. But did you put it in a book or with a deck? I really didn't. I just, come from the squirreliness, stay for the magic, right? I know. I'm so mad. Really. It's because it is beautiful. It's like the most beautiful card ever made. Car, the bathroom, closet in between the towels, right? The car, I guess. I don't know. Here's the thing, though. Like, maybe I was showing it off. Was there anybody else I showed it to last night? I don't remember. I was awful tired. Is it back in the envelope? It is not. The envelope is right here. And it is not back in the envelope. I'm going to throw a tantrum. I did ask Peter. I went downstairs and I said, Peter, that card, that's why I'm doing it tonight. And it's not here. And he goes, I don't know what you did with it. I'm like, well, have you seen it? No. All right. The Fae are messing with me because that's just not right. And I don't like that. I have not left them anything because I didn't think they were around. But put my red Jasper Scully has been very off since it linked with yours. Your mischievous Scully might be calling mischievous beings. Uh-oh. What did I lose? I lost my work bag is in front of me, which is where I'm like, it's got to be in here, but I just emptied it, and it really isn't. See, I have my coloring books. My swear word coloring books. I can't find the reason I'm doing the Temperance card tonight, which is that Austin, my little Austin, made me the best Temperance card ever made. And it's just suddenly gone, which is quite annoying because there's no way. I didn't do anything with it. Like, I haven't done anything with it. All right. Shh, Dylan, be quiet. I am getting ready to use the planner. Shh, tattletale. I am. I know I'll find it eventually. It's somewhere near a circle near a door. Near a circle near a door. Near a circle. Oh. If this is it, I'm going to love you forever, Tange. Hold on. I just got an idea of where it might be. Give me 2 seconds, you guys, just to check. It was not there. Okay, guys, I apologize. That's it. I can't spend any more time on it. As much as it upsets me that I don't have it right now, for some reason the universe does not want me to have it right this second, which is highly annoying, and I hate it. But that's all I can do. So I'm very sorry, Austin. I feel terrible. Yes, definitely. So I will look. But for now, we've got to move on because here we are at 20 minutes and I haven't done anything yet. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I feel terrible. Because Austin's picture was like the greatest thing ever. And it still is. And I know I will find it. I have it. It's just forever, whatever reason the universe doesn't want me to show it right now. Which, to the universe, because that really ticks me off. I'm not very happy about that. And I don't give in to that very easily. But we're going to move on. Because Temperance is a great card. I love the Temperance card. It is my favorite card because I am a Libra. And so that's what we are going to do is move on and keep going. Because that's what we do, right? I'm going to sweat to death while I'm here. But, right? I know, Jez. Probably as soon as I shut down, it'll be right there. For sure. For sure. Okay. The Fae think it's the greatest card ever. That is true. The Fae could be hoarding it for themselves. That's definitely a possibility. For sure. All right. Couple announcement kind of stuff. So hey, my admins, is you know who here? Can we talk about what we were talking about earlier? I don't want to talk about it if she's here, but if she's not, then we have some stuff, a little bit to talk about anyways with that. Yes, please. Haven't seen her yet, but sometimes she comes in late. I know. All right, I'll wait till the end to talk about it then. Tomorrow is the initiation video. I have not talked to my admins about coming on, although it's a possibility if I can figure it out. All right. Let me just take a breath and tell you guys, I'm super overwhelmed. The last week and a half have been super, super busy, and I feel like it's just not letting up. So I am a teeny tiny bit overwhelmed by it all. So bear with me a little bit for the next week until I straighten all my shit out. Because I took on a lot, and that's okay. Except like a whole bunch of weird stuff happened all at once. So, and Mercury retrograde just started. Exactly. It really did. Yeah, right. Until the end, and a certain someone isn't here. Check the chats, the Facebook group, and email. Yes, please check chats and the Facebook group and email about what we're talking about for the healing stuff. Dana today started her big radiation treatment, and it was a tough one. But those of you who sent your pictures in, I did send her hug pictures, and they were amazing. So read the response from her, and we totally got, all us admins were like, I'm not crying, you're crying. No, you're crying. Because, she's so sweet. So yes, keep sending her I start work tomorrow. I'll be at work through the initiation class. Damn it. And cry. Yes. And cry. I'm not crying. You're crying. Yeah. Initiation class tomorrow. And what else is going on? I put an event up for the next Dana auction, which is April 18th. If you have anything to donate, send in. I found out some news at work today, which I was kind of upset about, and now I just don't know. But I'm not going to talk about that. Let's talk about Temperance, because this is an amazing card. Temperance card is freaking awesome. Because this is my like my soul card. I know I do. Shall I send it to Jen's address? It is in the event. If you look at, it's a public event, just so you know, because we want people not just from the group, but it is in the event, and I did post it in the group, and you're going to send it to Cassie's address, which I listed in the event page there. Okay. All right, guys, let's get to it. Hello, hello. I'm sorry to waste all that time in the beginning there. I apologize. Being a Libra, I love this card. This is Temperance. It is the number 14. It is linked to the Hierophant, since 4 and 1 is 5. Can donations be sent from here straight to the buyer? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, you can do that, Jez. If you want to send me some pictures or give me an idea of what we're auctioning off, absolutely. Give me a buzz and let me know what we're doing with it. No problem. Astrological sign is Sagittarius, the Archer. The element is fire. Key meanings: moderation, reconciliation, healing, and angelic guidance, or, guidance from your spirit guides. Understanding Temperance. An angel holds 2 cups flowing with water. So let me tell you that as a pagan, sometimes I have a problem when they're like, oh, that's an angel, and there's angels all over everything. And it is just some weird word association thing I have. How many cards have you done in this series? Boy, I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure. But I feel like, for me, when they say angels, I just replace that in my head with spirit guides, because that's the same thing. It is the same thing. It is a messenger from the universe to us, right? It's a messenger sometimes from our ancestors to us. It is a messenger from the universe. So if you just look at this and say, look, it's spirit guides, then if you have that word association thing, if you don't, then awesome. It is the same exact thing. There is no difference. But I get hung up on the word sometimes, just because when you go from Christianity, sometimes anything that brings back the memories of your old patriarchal religious background, sometimes you get stuck on it, and that's okay. So an angel or a spirit guide holds 2 cups flowing with water. He has 1 foot on a rock and the other in the pool of water. So you see 1 foot in the water, which is what? Emotions. Water represent emotions. Exactly. Spirit is God, just not as that political BS God of the church. Exactly, for sure. Yep. A clear path runs from the pool through the 2 mountains and towards a potential future. Like I said, it's just a word association thing. When you come from that Christian patriarchal background, sometimes you have a weird word association thing that you have a hard time with some words. That's all. And I keep thinking I'm going to get over that eventually, and it just hasn't happened yet, which is okay. It's just annoying that I still, at 47, have a weird word association problem. That's kind of stupid, but I do. A clear path runs from the pool through 2 mountains and towards a potential future, a luminous rising sun. A new horizon or perspective is in sight. The riverbank is lush and verdant, and 2 yellow irises bloom there, symbols of hope. The spirit guide, by moderating the flow of water in his cups, creates a harmonious flow, a new reality. In the major arcana sequence, the angel of temperance sits between death and the devil. It is the antithesis of death's loss and the devil's enslavement to materialism and base urges, right? It's like the opposite of those two things. It balances stuff out. The angel is Archangel Michael, the protector warrior angel who offers us spiritual help and guidance while we strive to pacify or temper volatile forces. If we look closely, we see that the water from Michael's cup could be running upward or downward, either one. Alchemy is at work, suggesting that a little magic may be needed if we are to reconcile all the demands upon us. So again, if you have a problem with the angel thing, remember that there's magic in this card. And the biblical, evangelical kind of people would have a fit with that. They would have a fit with tarot anyways. So keep that in mind. But there is magic afoot. Temperance is one of the tarot's 4 virtues. Numerically, between the Lovers and Judgment, Temperance is also the second angel card in the major arcana sequence. It's a call to spiritual connection and service. Spiritual connection and service. Anybody have any idea why this is my favorite card? A call to spiritual connection and service. What do I teach? Spiritual connection, right? This is shown by the symbol of the sun on the Archangel Michael's forehead and the amulet on his chest. Angels in the tarot are also connected with time. With Temperance, we are dealing with issues of the past, present, and future. With the Lovers, Archangel Raphael calls time on a present decision with future impact. With Judgment, Archangel Gabriel calls time on the past. Temperance, per Facebook, which Dana, please haven't memorized everyone. Oh, Dana is not on Facebook. So it's, what is she called in here? When she comes on here, you guys will know her on here as Dana's, I can't remember. Sorry, but you won't know her from Facebook because yes, I think it is Dana Decker on here. With Judgment, Archangel Gabriel calls time on the past. Temperance's number is 14, the double of prime number 7, the magical number of creation. So Temperance shows you dealing with a potentially volatile situation, and you need to temper your thoughts and actions to find balance and harmony. This means choosing neither one nor the other, but blending 2 opposing forces to create an inspired solution. So the solution to the problem is not to choose one choice or the other. We don't want to summon her, right? I know, I want her to rest tonight because that was truly a huge treatment. So, but to blend the 2 choices together somehow to come up with a brand new, inspirational, balanced solution. The card also asks you not to resist, but to accept both sides of a situation and can be guided by what feels most natural to you. It is time to reconcile any area of your life that is out of kilter. Be hands-on. You can analyze what you might do for eons, but what matters now is action. Temperance also shows you are connecting with your guides and angels. You may be given a sign, such as advice from a friend or even a stranger whom the angels have sent to help you. This may also be the beginning of a spiritual journey for you in your projects. What you imagine, you can create. What you imagine, you can create. Say that with me. What you imagine, you can create. What you imagine, you can create. Remember that with this card. It is about the possibilities. You know how to do this. Create something that will be a balanced solution to what you're looking at. Okay. You may also be inspired by an invention or a work of art from the past. Beautiful. Okay. So that is the first book. We're going to go to the Tome of Tarot, Benebell's Holistic Tarot, for the second part. What you imagine you can create. So much. What you imagine you can create. That's why this is my favorite card. Yes, about manifestation. It's funny, you know, the one of my second favorite cards is the Magician, which we pulled a lot when we were doing readings last night. And I said it reminded me of the song, I've Got the Power, right? And so that is the manifestation card of being able to pull from above down to use the magic from the universe, to use that magic to manifest what we need today. The Temperance card is about balancing what is here. So balancing and manifesting what we have in front of us in order to balance out the situation that's in front of us. So it's also manifestation. It's just different. Kitten, if you try to jump on my lap while I'm doing Tarot Tuesday, what do you want, silly? Okay. Hush up, Snickers and bacon sandwiches. Starving tonight. My favorite card, right? A red-winged angel with halo stands nearly floating, with one foot dipped in water and the other on land, pouring water between two goblets. An orange alchemical symbol for fire is patched on the angel's chest. The symbol also affirms the angel's divinity, a symbol of the Holy Trinity. Yeah, whatever. A path forms at the edge of the water and runs through rolling hills and mountains to the sun. 2 yellow lilies, symbolic of innocence, virtue, and joy, bloom in the field. Some call Temperance the healing card. It denotes greater external or universal forces entering into our individuals' lives to right what is wrong. So we are getting help from our guides in order to manifest that balanced solution. It's not just our ability to manifest, but it is also our guide saying, hey, not one or the other. We don't have to choose one or the other. We can have both. We just have to figure out a creative way to do that. And so our guides are bringing us the inspiration that we need to create that balanced solution. It denotes greater external or universal forces entering into our individual lives to right what is wrong, restore what is lost, cool what was too hot, heat up what was too cool, and temper our lives for balanced, harmonious health. The card is about internal balance. Justice, on the other hand, is about external balance. So Temperance is the fusion of two contrasting elements and bringing them into harmony within the mind or the spirit. The Temperance card could also indicate that tempering is an important factor in dealing with the seeker's current situation. The seeker needs to reconcile two contrasting elements and bring them into harmony. Temperance and balance are the keys to resolving the matter at hand. If the seeker is single and asking about love, Temperance urges the seeker to examine his or her own behavior as the source of romantic complications. There is an internal imbalance within the seeker, causing difficulties in love. If the seeker is in a relationship and asking about love, Temperance suggests a greater need for cooperation and tempering of extreme emotions, such as anger, resentment, hostility, or sexuality. If asking about a current career situation, Temperance suggests that the seeker's skill set is not directly pertinent to the task or project that the seeker must complete. Blah, blah, blah. The 2 goblets that the angel holds represents the higher level unconscious and lower level consciousness. So we are taking from our spirit guides and communing with our spirit guides. This is important. We're communing. This is the emotions, okay? So we are, the upper is the higher consciousness of our spirit guides. The lower is our internal consciousness. So we are communing with our spirit guides. We should be able to come up with this awesome solution. I just pulled my Angel of Love card and then Jen said blah, blah, blah. Look at that. This is hysterical. What? What's hysterical? What? What are we talking about? Smells like vagina candle? What? You guys are goofy. Don't tell me you bought this smells like my vagina candle. What the heck does smells like my vagina candle smell like? Never mind. Never mind. I did not ask that question. Back up. Reverse time. Never mind. Okay, here we go. There is also an issue of whether the water flows from the higher cup to the lower cup with gravity or from the lower cup to the higher cup against gravity, against the laws of physics, suggesting magics. M-A-G-I-C-K. Magics. Sunshine and lollipops. There you go, M-A. Tempering the unconscious with the conscious will resolve our anxieties and depression. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. This is the worst class ever. The teacher is talking. We're talking about vagina candles. Oh, you guys are funny. All right, one more. Don't hate on the vagina. I'm not hating on the vagina, but I don't know if I want to know what other people think my vagina should smell like, or your vagina. That's just a very odd candle choice. Let's say that. Very odd candle choice. And the fact that it's that much money, I don't think so. I want a rat pussy candle. Now that I might buy that. Yes. I don't want my home to smell like one, right? Exactly. Or like, here's the thing, like what someone else thinks it should smell like. Yeah. All right, I'm not talking about this. Anyways, this is Modern Tarot by Michelle T. Gwyneth, I don't know. Okay. Behold temperance, sweet, peaceful, balanced temperance. Hold on. I have got to take a drink now. All right. One of the assistants is playing with stickers instead of keeping things on track. All right, here we go. I think they took actual samples of her scent and mimicked it into the candle. Are you kidding me? Right, Carm? I'm not sure I want to know what hers smells like. Like, I don't think I care. And not even a little what hers smells like at all. There are loads of folk who like genital. Oh, I don't. Yeah. Okay. Behold temperance, sweet, peaceful, balanced temperance, a glyph of serenity, sobriety, and the esteemed middle path. Have no idea what a middle path might mean? Then it's probably good that you drew this card. You probably need it. But before we get into the meat of this card, let's take a look at its heavy and inspiring symbolism. First, notice that we're dealing with an angel, a supernatural winged being. According to some lore, This is the dragon slaying archangel Michael. But frankly, that's both a little too violent for such a temperate card and a little too Christian for me. Love her. Others name her the rainbow goddess Iris, and the card does give this deity a shout out with the yellow irises growing by the riverbank. But my favorite identity for this spiritual creature is Hermaphroditus, the intersex child of love goddess Aphrodite and the flickering communication god Mercury from Western mythology. As problematic as it is to employ anybody as a metaphor, I can't turn away from one of the few representations of intersex beings in Western culture and would hate to ignore the patron deity of effeminate men and androgynous everyone's. In a culture that remains heavily gendered and punishing to those whose genders defy expectations, Hermaphrodites' healing and benevolent energies are crucial. On the Temperance's angel's robe is a triangle held within a square, a symbol of feminine energies held and protected, making this angel a feminist spiritual hero. All right, I love this. I love her, and I love that she's saying all this. This is awesome. The glyph can also be interpreted as the merging of feminine and masculine, triangle and square vibes, making the Temperance Angel an icon of androgyny, a touchstone for anyone working with genderqueer magic or energies. There is a lot of sunshine in this card, from the literal sun rising in the background to the encircled dot on the angel's third eye, the glyph for the sun. A new day has dawned, and so long as you pledge yourself to the positivity this card embodies, it is a day that can last forever. With one foot grounded on rational earth, terra firma, and the other dipped in the waters of the subconscious, symbolic and intuitive, Temperance walks in perfect balance, pouring the waters of life back and forth between two golden chalices effortlessly, mixing the lower and higher energies of life into a perfect stream. Some interpret the angel as pouring the waters up as a metaphor for conscious ascending. I like that idea, but I also believe that true enlightenment on this material plane comes when we can accept the ups and downs without getting too attached to either. Ooh, I love it. Love it. The Temperance card is a total, pure representation of this acceptance. The acceptance. So once again, why do I love this card? The acceptance of what is. The acceptance of this present moment. How many times have I talked about Eckhart Tolle? And the acceptance of this present moment, this moment in time right now, and how hard that is. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but when we can get to that point of accepting whether life gives us ups or downs and saying this is the moment that we are given and we are embracing this moment with whatever it is that it brings, then this is Modern Tarot by Michelle T. Then that is when we truly are in balance with the universe. That is when we truly are able to accept this present moment. Okay. Enough with the woo-woo dip into Temperance's symbolism. What the frick does the card mean? I love this. Well, when you pluck this card, it means it's time to slow down. While the tarot honors all of life's extremes, when she hands you this card, it's time to chill the fuck out. And yes, she says it's time to chill the fuck out. Love this book. Maybe you're drinking too much. Maybe you've been insanely social at the expense of spending some much needed time with yourself. Maybe your job or even your beloved creative work has been taking too much energy from you, and it's time to withdraw from that world of doing and seek some stillness. If you're afflicted by a conflict, this card advises you to be a peacemaker, to see the other side regardless of how abhorrent it might be to you. As the angel joins the waters, it could be a great time for you to sync your energy with another's. Collaborations and marriages thrive in this card. If you have been involved in serious activism, this card gives you permission to withdraw for a spell. It even relieves you of the often painful experiences of having an opinion. I love this. The middle path, the road Buddha strode to enlightenment, is a path of neutrality. In a culture that tells us to define ourselves by the passion of our beliefs, neutrality may seem sacrilegious. But in fact, traveling the middle path gives you the space, for at least a moment, to transcend the righteous battles for justice that define this plane and assess to something higher, something more spiritual. I have experienced the Temperance card in many life-changing ways. It came to me during a time when my allegiance to my political beliefs had veered into serious fanaticism. My interpretation of feminism had made it almost impossible to live on this earth. It certainly had removed all the joy from life. I had forbidden myself the pleasures of food, fashion, sex, romance, art, friendship, and community. I denied myself the basic pleasure of kindness, of allowing kindness to pass through me, of giving other people the benefit of the doubt. I'd foregone the complicated pleasure of trying to see the world through another's eyes. I fetishized mythologies of female warriors, Amazons, harpies, gorgons, girl gangs, Valerie Solanas. Our culture needs women to embody these extreme energies to somewhat offset the overwhelming force of misogyny. But for the individual running these energies, it can be excruciating. Excruciating. What are we talking about, people? Focus, people. Focus. This is a really, really good... You guys are terrible. This is a really, really good description, and you guys are missing it. Detention. That's it. That's right. Detention. And Pat, you're one of my admins. Detention for you. Tell me not to squirrel out, and then you get me squirreling out. Where am I? It can be excruciating. To me, it is no surprise that ardent feminists are disproportionately afflicted with immune disorders. Shall I read that again? That is so true. As I think of that, I can think of 10 of us that are disproportionately afflicted with immune disorders. To me, it is no surprise that ardent feminists are disproportionately afflicted with immune disorders when every cell in the body is attuned to the energy of fighting. The body eventually will give out. At the apex of my own fight, I was considering blowing up the frat houses that lined the university district of my town, certain that they harbored rapists. Probably they did, but they also probably harbored men who cared about women. Men who were as lost and confused by the way our culture distorts female and male as I was. At some point, a type of grace entered me. Breathe it in. I allowed myself to be burned out. I allowed myself to be drawn back to things that my anguished feminism had outlawed. The poetry of Charles Bukowski, handcuffs in the boudoir, artisanal cheese, male vocalist, welcome back Prince, how I missed you, dildos, candy bars, drag queens. Slowly, I recommitted myself to being alive on this planet, not some other planet I thought I could create if only I could get the entire world to fall in line with my vision. My feminism and all my politics became right-sized, something I believed in and engaged with daily, but did not dominate my psyche. Did not dominate my psyche. So very relevant in today's world, right? And I've been trying super hard not to let my political affinities rule what I do on this channel and rule what I do in my life. Even though I feel they're so very important, I don't want them to turn away anyone that I have so much in common with, except maybe their political leanings, right? I have to understand truly and completely that even though I believe I'm totally in the right, doesn't mean that they're totally in the wrong. I have to believe totally and completely that people are inherently good. And I do believe that. Not everyone, but I do believe that people are inherently good. And so if I believe that, I have to believe that people on the other side of the aisle, people on the other side of the opinion pool, people on the other side are inherently good. We all want goodness in our lives. We just may look at it in a different way. And that's hard today. This is truly hard to achieve today, because it seems like the opposite side of the aisle are so far apart, right? So sometimes we just have to take ourselves off the cross, right? My grandmother used to say, take yourself off the cross, honey. Sometimes we just have to take ourselves off the cross and fight for what we believe in when we're in that realm, but not let that infiltrate every piece of our lives. In this work that I do with you guys, this work to me, the connections of the universe are so much more important than the things that are going on in our daily life in this country, in your local hometown, in your whatever. So in order to have some kind of temperance in our life, we have to find some kind of balance. We have to find some kind of balance. It's a hard lesson sometimes. It's a hard lesson. Yep. Exactly, Sarana. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Me too. And you know what? My brother could not be more opposite from me. He is opposite in every way. He is opposite politically. He's opposite spiritually. He is opposite in every way. And we have chosen not to speak about politics for the most part. Once in a great while, we will talk a little bit about politics, but we kind of are on the outskirts of it. And here's what we try to promise each other is, if we are going to talk about politics, I try not to judge him by the worst of his side, if he will try not to judge me by the worst of my side. Know what I mean? Which is not easy, because we all have idiots on our side. We all have those people that when they open up their big stupid mouths, we want to go, oh my gosh. Oh, please be quiet. You are making us look so bad. That is not the way the rest of us think. That is not the way the rest of us think. But it is so easy to then take that and run with it and try to pretend like everybody on that side must be that. So we just have to take a step back and take a breath and find something that we do agree on. Let's focus on the fact that we can have this spiritual connection, that we can all agree that that nature and the universe and the connections that we feel from one another are incredibly amazing and supportive and unbelievably miraculous. And focus on how to foster those connections. Because that's what I can do right now for whatever side it is, for the planet, for the universe. What I can do is try to teach those connections. I don't want to sit in that hatred and crap all the time. Now, I do keep up on it. I'm not saying I don't. I absolutely, and I do think it's highly important. And if I'm not on my channel, I do, and I try not to on my channel, but it does slip out once in a while because I do think it's important. Because it affects what happens to us. So I think it's important. I'm not saying I don't think it's important. I think it's highly important. But I try not to do that here because I don't think that's what my purpose in life is. I was not put on this planet to be a politician. I'll tell you that right now. Which is why, like, when I tell people to go vote, I don't say go vote Democratic, liberal, whatever. I just want you to know you went and voted. Please go vote. Whichever side you want to vote for, it's important that you're using your voice to vote. That's all. Okay? Yay! What a great card for this time in space. It is depressing. Absolutely. And it's hard. Absolutely. Ah, Dylan, he's homophobic. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that there's still people out there like that, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Hey, Dana. How are you, sweet pea? Are you feeling okay, girl? I know that was the first day. It was a tough treatment. We were with you. I'll probably never tell him, but I find it a bit funny that he's at the VA home and next to the home they hold gay pride parade, right? I'm voting Dumbledore this year. Woohoo! Dumbledore 2020. I love it. Here it's hell for LGBTQ people. It puts you in such a depressing state that you can't bear it at times. That's why I love you all. Oh, honey, I know. And I'm sure. You know, we think we have it bad sometimes here. Poor Red Rum is living in Algeria. I can't even imagine how they treat LGBTQ there. At least here, even if we have it in our family, even if we see that, at least usually you can find someone who accepts you. How hopeless would it feel to be there? Right? I feel like poo, but it'll be okay. That's right. Just one step in front of the other, sweetie. Vote for Mama Squirrel. Oh, I love you guys. I know, right, Pat? I agree. I was telling her tonight that I showed my my husband Peter. I showed Peter the video, and he was like, I said, so we're gonna adopt her, okay? And he goes, oh yeah, that's fine, no problem. And he goes, how old is she? Joey's 18. I bet you they would. I'm like, Peter, don't try to set her up yet. Let's get her here. Go forth and multiply, people. Diversity. That's right. Good for you. Absolutely. Usually put in a bear to spice things up. The bear has been a good leader. Just give him the honey. I love it. Pooh Bear. Aw, Red Rum, we're going to try like hell to get you here. All right. Let's go to, because we're an hour in, and I haven't shown one other card. Oh, my goodness. Because I'm a squirrel. I have to say, I thought I didn't have as many cards out, but maybe I do. I thought for sure I didn't have as many cards out. All right, this one is the Sun and Moon Tarot. Now, hold on, because I do have my magnifying glass here. Yay! The Sun and Moon Tarot. I love the balance here. You're all squirrels today. Even the balance, see the yin yang symbol in the clouds? Love that. Love that yin yang in the clouds. And I love that everything is the opposite here. Again, we still have 1 foot in the water, 1 on land. We still have all the symbology here, but just, you know, in a cute way. This one, I'm going to go kind of quick here, guys. This one is my, you know, love to hate to love. The Light Seers Tarot. The sun and moon are in their palms. I love that this is a very androgynous person. And I love the sun and moon. Just the imagery of that to me is awesome. I have not found my other magnifying glass still. Okay, sorry, hold that card still. I'm trying. I know, I'm a shaker. The Fae took it. I know. That's true. I forgot my magnifying glass was missing too. Maybe the Fae are active. I need to get something together now. Here I've been yelling at Pat because he needs to get a Fae thing together, which he did today. And I don't have anything out for the Fae because I haven't been thinking that they are out for me. And they're stealing my shit already. Damn it. This is the Witch's Insurrection Tarot. I love this tarot, you guys. And this particular card I really love. And I hope that we can really see this. I love her third eye. I love that she is somewhat androgynous. She's amazing. Witch's Insurrection. What does insurrection mean? This is just like the infiltration of witches into the tarot. And this is a deck that Leanne just posted the unboxing. This is one of my favorite decks of the year. It is a deck that is specifically made to empower. It's a former sex worker who made a deck that is just a hugely empowering. You're welcome, Kay. How did your surgery go? Hugely empowering tarot deck. So if you're interested, take a look at my unboxing because I just love it. This is I can't remember. Stolen Child. This is the Stolen Child tarot. Love. Went okay, still lots to do, but I'll get there. All right, honey, good. Love that. Here we have the frog and the tadpoles. The Stolen Child is a poem by W.B. Yeats, who's my favorite poet. And it is based on that poem, which is about the Fae and children. I don't want to ruin it for you, but it's a great deck. Great deck. I love this deck. All right, Red Rum, we love you too, honey. Go get some rest. Finally, you just got the deck. Yay, Maya. All right. And do you love it? I so love it. I think as soon as spring really hits, maybe I'm going to bring this deck out to actually use. Yeats, W.B. Yeats. W, like the letter W, period, B, period, Yeats. Yee. Yep, I'm going to spell Yeats. Yee. Y-E-A-T-S. I just can't win. Yee. Mm-hmm. Yep. Thank you. Yee. Mm-hmm. Yep. Shadowscapes. I know. Shadowscapes. What an awesome, beautiful card this is. Can you see it? Yee. Yep. Yeet. The W to the B over house yo. Oh, damn it. Sorry. This is a gorgeous card. The yin and yang based off the energies of the sun and the moon, the day and the night. There. Look at the day and night. Isn't that stunning? And then it comes down, she's controlling it into the yin and yang. Really, really, really gorgeous. Gorgeous. 5 cent. This is the 5 cent tarot. Lots of turtle energy here. It's funny because the turtles, there are apps. Yes, for some of these decks, there are apps. Absolutely. The turtle is kind of like the frog in that way. The frog is truly temperance to me. It starts out in the water as a tadpole, becomes the frog, goes on to land, and then when it dies, it goes back to the water. Unless it gets smushed or something, but. Turtles are Jordan's favorite animals. Again, with the turtles start off, on the beach, and then they go back to the beach when they go to lay their eggs again, and then they're back out to the water. Love it. Love it. Love it. Am I going too fast? Sorry, guys. Greenwood, the Greenwood Tarot. This is the tarot that Mark Ryan is releasing soon, I think, later this year. Here is the balance card from Mark Ryan's Greenwood. Mark Ryan and, oh, come on. Will, what's the artist? Not the artist. Will Worthington, I think it is. Hi, Fairy Wold. Yes, Cheska Powder and Will Worthington. I thought did some of the stuff with Mark Ryan too. Mark Ryan and Will Worthington, they did several decks together. Oh no, you're right, because Will Worthington did the one that came off of this with him, which I have in here too, the Wildwood. Yep. That's okay. Sweet dreams to you. Everyday Witch. What a great modern interpretation of the Temperance card, right? Here we're in a yoga pose. Yes, she is. Absolutely. I'm thinking of Wildwood. We have the Temperance, the balance of cupcakes on one side and vegetables, carrots, and that kind of thing on the other one. And again, we have cute little kitten. Picture, flour, and ketchup. He told me to never tell anyone. Sorry, my son had slipped. Such a great card. Such a great card. Celtic Tarot. I really like this one too. When you look at, hold on. Sweets and healthy food, right? There's the balance. Where's my glasses? Why don't I have my glasses on my head? When you look at the warthog and the chicken here, it just cracks me up that those are what they considered to be the opposites. I guess it could be. I'm not saying it can't, but it's funny that that's what they consider to be the opposite, the warthog and the chicken. I love the rainbow in between the standing stones, though. She's beautifully balanced. Love, love, love. Feel like we're in the ball scene in Labyrinth. Ooh, right? See, now I want to sing that song. I can see him singing it. I don't know. I can't get it in my head, though. This one is one I don't normally show, so I'm sorry ahead of time, Leanne. This is the Book of Shadows Tarot. This is the... I can't remember. One of them. But this is the Ostara card, which is the balance card. So Temperance, being balanced. How the hell did I do this without the glare before? Try that. Is Ostara in the Book of Shadows deck. So there's two decks in the Book of Shadows. It's, oh, look at you, Leanne, you are too good. One is the As Above, and the other is the So Below. And I believe this one is the As Above, because it's like more the gods and goddesses and that kind of thing. And then the So Below part is more like a modern witch tarot. But love the Ostara card. Is the theme for your next tattoo? Yay! Yes, look at you. Yes, exactly. Love that she's pouring that into the eggs. You see the eggs there? Love it. Here is the Wildwood, which is, again, kind of based on that Greenwood Tarot. And, again, balance. Love this card. Had to show both because both are great. Gwyneth Paltrow's fault. Yes, it was, for sure. Such a great deck. The Wildwood and the Greenwood, both steps. Don't drive me crazy with that couch, kitten. Multi-stabber tarot. Doing a few invoices, then pricing items. Yay! Hi, Cass. Hey, Cass. So who else do you need, honey, that you haven't gotten from the sale? Hecate's Crossing. She was going to get a hold of you on Instagram, I believe. I don't know if she was able to, but check your Instagram if you have not already. Cass was going to get a hold of you about the crystal sale. And Holly Adams. And I don't think I've seen Holly Adams on here yet. Stolen Child, Multi-Stabbers, right? Multi-Stabbers is such a great deck, and I do encourage you to watch that unboxing if you don't know about it, because it's such a spiritual feeling deck that you would never guess based on the name Multi-Stabbers what it was really about. This is the artist is a very young woman who died, and the husband carried on and finished the tarot deck in her name and had like people who knew her carried on. Perfect, Cass. I know it's not easy to keep up with all that when we're in the middle of that, right? This is the Tarot of the Golden Wheel. And I loved this one because it reminded me of the Hermit as Temperance, which I love. I love, see the moon and sun in the actual water holders that he has. The tree behind him very much, again, looks like Yggdrasil. Even the water is like purple and blue. I just love this one. No message. I did email Mama Squirrel's Witchy Wisdom, Instagram, hexting. Yes, things move very fast during the life. Cass, Hecta's Crossing is here and says you can get a hold of her on her Instagram. Which she posted right there if you see it. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. I forgot. I have a box downstairs. I don't even know who it's from. And I haven't opened because I haven't had the time to do that yet. Darn it. I forgot all about it. It came yesterday. Children of Litha. Cute, cute, cute deck. Very interesting creature here for the Temperance. Right? Part tiger, part incredibly beautiful woman, part wings. I don't know what part the wings are. Maybe, to me, they look like gargoyle wings. I came back to Odin looking dude and here Yggdrasil. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Now where's, oh, I know I got it. Okay. This one is one I don't use very often either. This one is the Santa Muerta, but I love the Santa Muerta's Temperance card. Such a cool take on the Temperance card here from the Santa Muerta Tarot. Isn't that neat? Really, really neat take. Yeah. I love the Mayan temple in the background. Just, such a cool card. Whoops. And I'm screwing it up. Sorry, guys. But what a cool, cool, cool card. Really neat. What is in the sky? It's the sun and then butterflies are in the sky. See the butterflies? Super cool card. Yep, standing, yeah, in the two worlds. Yes, 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 yes. What are the dots? I don't know. What dots? What are you talking about? Oh, look at, there's a snake slithering into the water in the bottom too. See the snake? Love it. Love it. Love it. Hush Tarot. I know Texan just got the Hush Tarot and I want to get it, but I haven't yet. I think Cass is that one you're going to get, right? If she's here, still here. This one is Tarot of the Crone. Again, not one I use very often, but I really love this card. And I wanted to read what it said about it because it's such a good... I love this deck for personal reasons. I don't use this deck for readings. Yes, because we both need a copy. Yes, yes, yes. I need a copy. So, yes. I use this deck, Tarot of the Crown, and I also use the Dark Goddess Tarot for personal readings. I do not use this deck or the other one, the Dark Goddess Tarot, for outside readings or anything. But I love this deck. So this says, I walk in beauty. I walk with power. I build my walk with every step I take. A night-cloaked figure walks a slim green path shining. She builds the power to create that living path within herself through drawing in and combining opposing powers. She does not burn in the fire, nor does the ice cut her. Neither does she put out the fire, nor melt the ice. Her intent is not to diminish nor to submit to these powers, but to use both of them consciously and creatively. Temperance is a dynamic process, a moving magic, and it makes a life full of meaning. Meaning is not found in one thing or the other, but in the being that connects them, that connects both things. You are the one to bring beauty to life. You are the one to walk your path. You know about opposition. You have seen both sides of the coin. You know the hunger of fire and the bite of ice, but you do not let their powers consume you. You know the boundaries of earth and sky, but you do not let them pin you in place. You have a living power. Use it now in every step you take. Great, right? I do not relate a lot of these cards to the Temperance. May mean further studying is needed. Hey, that's good. That's a good thing to have to study more. I love when something speaks to me so much that I'm like, oh, wait, I have got to look that up, right? Here is the True Black. Still wish someone can tell me what my path is. No, you have to walk your path. Is 1 inch or 2 inch obsidian arrowheads better? It just depends on what you're going to use them for. I like the 1 inch because when I'm using them, I just want them to fit in my hand. Although 2 inch, I bet, would fit in your hand really well too. For me, I think I like the smaller. I like the 1 inch because it's just, I can really hang on to it. But I don't know if I've ever had a 2 inch obsidian one. One of each? Because that's really what I need. If I had to choose, I would choose 1 inch though. All right, True Black. And I wanted to read again what he says about the True Black Tarot, although let me show it. Once again, he has the most amazing use of light that I have ever seen, ever. His work with light is unbelievable. So you see swords on one side, flowers on the other, the red hand white ball, the white hand red ball, her face, the red hair, just just incredible. I do not see a tail, no. It's her hair, I think. So what he says about this: Temperance is a force of balance, a unifying factor in a world of extremes and blacks and whites. One of few angelic beings in the deck, Temperance stands opposite the devil, a being of excessive indulgence, pride, and greed. For Temperance, moderation is the key. Money is not evil. Forsaking all other cares in its pursuit is. Sex is not evil. The callous mistreatment of partners to satisfy cravings is. Power is not evil. Reigning over the weak is. Temperance understands the needs and wants of humankind, and indeed that these desires are part of what gives humans their intrinsic qualities. She asks only for moderation and control of these desires, taking care that their pursuit does not grow to harm others or oneself. She stands between a field of swords and a field of flowers, a balance between growth and death. There she presents to us a pure white orb held in a blood red hand, while another red orb is held in a white hand. Red within white, blood within milk, passion within peace. Love. Sometimes the things he writes are just as beautiful as what he has drawn, right? Just gorgeous. Love, love, love this deck. Two more, four more total, but two more, and then we have the normal book ones that we have. This is the botanical deck. Love, this is such a great Temperance card that I had to pull it out. It was my favorite card of this entire deck. This is the eucalyptus tree in the botanical deck. The leaves of eucalyptus trees produce so much oil it can actually be seen as a haze around the trees. These oils are extremely flammable and make the eucalyptus highly susceptible to fire. However, the trees have epicormic buds, shoots of the plant that are held dormant inside of the tree. Fire will activate these buds, and the tree can continue to grow, even or especially after a devastating fire. I love this. To me, that is such a perfect example of temperance. I can't even take it. The oil that the tree produces makes, it is by Jessica Bott, B-O-T-T, Jessica Bott. The oil that the tree produces is extremely flammable, and it gathers on the outside, forming kind of a haze on the outside of the tree. Extremely flammable, though, so it catches fire easily. And a lot of times, these trees will catch fire. And in order to counteract that, it keeps these shoots of the plant inside of the bark, inside the middle of the tree, so that when it catches fire, it releases those shoots and can start growing again. What a perfect example of temperance, right? It's funny, I have not used this deck a lot because I don't like to use the book. And with this deck, I really need the deck or the book to use this deck too. Santa Rosa, California, where they had these huge fires last year. If you go back now, Busy Bee, I bet you the eucalyptus are starting to grow again. I honestly can't remember if it's on Amazon or not. You'll have to look. If not, it might be one of those like Etsy decks or something. If you Google, I can't even say Google. If you Google the botanical deck, it'll tell you where to get it. And actually, if you look at, Leanne put the unboxing in the comments. I'm sure I listed it there too. How to find it. This is the Enchanted Forest, the Forest of Enchantment, whatever the hell it's called. And this is the deck that was the poll winner. So this is the deck. Next Tuesday, we will be giving out, or we will be doing the drawing for this deck. If you're interested in joining the raffle, $1 equals one entry in the drawing for this deck. It's a tarot raffle. And we will be drawing a week from today. So next Tuesday, we are getting the deck from our own Cassie, who's here. because we want to support local people more than Amazon. So anytime we can get a deck that you have chosen from her, we will be doing that. So $1 equals 1 entry. And anything that's left over, by the way, I don't take that or anything. That stays in the pot for really so that anyone internationally can join in the raffle. So that if we have like a larger sum of money to ship it, then we can cover that shipping cost that's in there. You enter, yes, Facebook will tell you where to enter. It's actually, I put aside a separate money pool in my PayPal, so it's completely separate. And I put the link in the Facebook group, and that's where you donate the money to that separate PayPal group. Okay, so this is the Forge. The Forge. Hold on, I want to show you this before I read this, because it's awesome, but I want to show you because there's so much detail in this card. It's unbelievable. All the little dwarves in the Forge here with all the things that they're doing are unbelievable. That's awesome, Kay. Such detail in this deck. It's great. So what it says is, in a wide clearing stands an ancient forge where magical swords are made. Dwarves have been dedicated to this task for as long as dwarf memory goes back, and that is a very long time indeed. All the elements are needed to summon the soul of a sword: earth, fire, air, water. The raw materials from the earth are activated and transformed by fire, which is kept alive by air. The fiery metals are cooled by pure water from the nearby spring. This process tempers the blade and strengthens them. The swords are worked and shaped upon the anvil, then heated again and cooled again. When these master craftsmen are satisfied with each blade's balance and strength, the gleaming swords and their hilts are finished with jewels and mystic runes. This is the dwarf's vocation in the highest sense, a spiritual and magical task as well as a practical one. The forge represents the blending of elements to achieve balance. Time spent in fire must be balanced by time in water, metaphorically speaking. The blade is stressed by the flames, then blessed by the living water. Combining stressing and blessing results in strength. So balance, 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 balance. Such a great, yes. Such a good night, Ayana. We're almost done, but I totally understand. It's getting late. Such a great card. Balance. For sure. All right, and finally, our last two. The first one is the Everyday Enchantment Tarot. Where we read the story every week. Who would have thought two siblings could turn out with such... Hold on one second. Before I read this, sorry. I want to... dropped it. Take a drink real quick. Sorry. Whew. Okay. Let's try that again. Who would have thought two siblings could turn out with such distinct and distinctly opposite personalities? Sometimes I wonder if they've deliberately gone against each other to the extremes of their characters. It's as if they become caricatures of wholesomeness and waywardness to provoke each other, rather than revealing the authentic versions of themselves. My girl is sweetness and light, doing everything by the book, while my boy delights in being deviant and embraces the dark side in music and films. Friends say never the twain shall meet, but I know I can bring them together, not by force, but by careful synthesis. Each could benefit from the energy of the other, and I intend to offer them that discreetly, creating a good combination. My alchemy isn't born of mercury and flame, but of apple and raspberry, spinach and kale. I transmute organic produce into delicious elixirs with a dash of everyday enchantment. My magical brewing is kitchen witchery, pure and simple. With the help of my unseen companions, I lovingly blend fusion food to keep body and soul together, bringing balance between opposites. I'm making a more harmonious home, one sip at a time. But as I act locally, I think globally, wishing for the good health of every being. What expresses unity and conviviality better than sharing a drink? Cheers. So the temperance in this case is the shop owner, right? Interesting take for sure. And finally, we have the Algoliath. Love, love, love this one. The Algoliath is koi. Fish. There is something so calming about them. Even just looking into a beautiful fish tank or an aquarium and seeing all the colors swirl around can immediately make you feel more relaxed and have a soothing, calming effect on the psyche. It's like they're flying. There's a flow. Whoops, there. There's a flow of unity and connection in the water around them as they move and bend around one another. It feels so harmonious and ethereal as they are suspended in the water and all living in the awareness of each other, but mostly without touching. There is a flexible flow about fish and the element of water. In Japan, the koi is a Japanese word for carp. For many years, the koi has been seen as a cultural symbol for overcoming adversity, peace, tranquility, harmony, and in many ponds and streams you can find the koi fish, not only in Japan, but all over the world. For the imagery of this deck, I deliberately pulled from a variety of different origins and mysticisms from around the world and from different times. So I knew it would be fitting to incorporate some of the Oriental energy into the deck here and there. Japan is one of the most stunningly beautiful places. The Temperance card is truly beautiful and gentle card in many decks, especially the angel-like figure seen in the traditional Waite Smith deck. It's generally depicted as a harmonic being, standing upright, pouring cups of liquid. I know what it's generally doing. But yes, I totally get that card. That's okay. Breathe in, breathe out. You okay? Sometimes mamas just want what's best for us, even if they called to drive us crazy, right? All right, finally, we're going to look at before, after, and behind, or what I call behind. So here is, let's take a look. That's the regular Temperance. Here's the before card. So what's going on in the before card? She is filling her cups. That makes sense. She's all the way in the water here. She's filling her cups. That makes total sense. Just think in 30 years you can do the same to your kids. That's right. That's right. Here she fills her cups. All in the water. Temperance is smoking a hookah. Right? It does kind of look like a hookah, right? It's not. Chocolate fountain? Oh, I like that one even better. Chocolate fountain. Yes. Yes. All right. And then the after. What does she do after? She is dumping the water back into the stream and changing the upper consciousness into a dove and allowing that to fly away. That's a little different. She's performing acts of magic, perhaps. Lighting a goop candle. And finally, the Tarot of the New Vision shows what happens behind the cups, right? So if that's what we're looking at in front, if we could see it from the other way, what's happening from behind? All right, well, we see the same little fountain there. Kind of boring, but, you know, we get to see the fountain. Poof, it's a dove, right? Hey, we got to see the fountain. All right, so the last thing is, how would you use it in a reading? And where the hell is my reading? No, now I pulled all my papers out. Damn it, hold on.
What the fuck was that, dude? I ain't even hit anything. My car just stopped like that. Like,
Hang on, I pulled all my papers out. Here it is. Yes, okay. Here we go. What would you say in a reading? For career finance, Temperance indicates that patience and perseverance will be required to achieve what you want, but this will eventually result in success. In financial matters, the advice is to be careful of overspending. In a health reading, Temperance advises moderation in all things to experience good health. A holistic approach bringing physical, emotional, and mental aspects into balance will bring the best results. Relationships. Temperance indicates a harmonious situation where all aspects of the relationship are in balance. If there is any conflict, diplomacy may be needed in order to bring opposing viewpoints to a mutually acceptable resolution. And general. Temperance is all about balance, patience, and moderation. It is about a blending of the conscious and subconscious, the physical, the spiritual. Where the Justice card is more about external balance, the Temperance card is about internal balance. This card may also indicate that the person has been strengthened or tampered through difficult experiences, which required patience and perseverance, like the Forge, right, that we were just talking about with the Forest of Enchantment deck there. So good. Overspending on decks doesn't count. Good thing you clarified that, right? Whew. That was close. Or crystals. That's right. Or crystals. That's right. For sure. All right, guys. So what are we going to choose for next week? Let me shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Phelan, thank you, sweetheart. Yes, if you'd like to join the initiation, you can do it by email or by Facebook group. Come back for the initiation video tomorrow. We're going to start talking about pantheons. It's a big subject, but we are talking about pantheons tomorrow. We're starting that discussion. It's that 5. Be quiet, Pat. Don't put that out in the universe. Here we go. Yeah, see, now I'm going to pull from here. Woo, I was scared. I'm like, no way. 7. 7 of Swords. That's a great card, too. There's a lot of interesting ways to view this card. So, 7 of Swords. Next week, I will make the event before I go to bed. And then I'll be honest with you guys, I'm hitting the hay pretty soon. Whew. I'm in over my head, too. My other classes start tomorrow. Ooh, what classes are you taking? Now, I have to say, I almost wanted to join an IET class, in energetic, some kind of healing class, but no. Next tarot, yes, 7 of Swords is the initiation info on Facebook. Yes, it's in the events section in our Facebook group. If you look in the events section, all the notes are there, all the homeworks are there. It's all there. Or you can email Pat at Pat Tarot. Yep, Mercury's just doing wonders on my tongue. Pat's Tarot at gmail.com. All right, 7 of Swords next week. Thank you guys so much. Press that like button for me if you get a chance. I love you guys.